Hi. What technical questions you may face in a warehouse job interview? Don't worry, we have a list of most asked interview questions is warehouse job interview. This is part 2, do watch part 1 link in the description. Let's start. Question 1. What KPIs would you track to evaluate warehouse performance? Key performance indicators, KPIs, are essential to measuring warehouse efficiency. Key KPIs to evaluate warehouse performance are as follows. Order accuracy measures the percentage of orders correctly picked, packed, and shipped. Inventory turnover indicates how frequently inventory is sold and replaced over a period. Dock-to-stock time, the time taken from receiving goods to stocking them in their respective locations. On-time shipment rate, the percentage of orders shipped on or before the expected date. Picking efficiency, the number of picks per hour or the accuracy of picking processes. Warehouse capacity utilization measures the percentage of space being effectively used in the warehouse. Labor productivity tracks how many orders or goods are processed per labor hour. Cycle time, the total time taken from receiving an order to dispatching it. By consistently monitoring these KPIs, one can identify bottlenecks, improve productivity, and optimize warehouse operations. Watch video for KPI formula details with number example for all these KPI, link in description. Question 2. How would you implement a warehouse management system, WMS, in an existing warehouse operation? Implementing a warehouse management system, WMS, requires a clear understanding of existing processes and identifying areas for improvement. One would begin by conducting a thorough analysis of the current warehouse layout, inventory processes, and workflows. The next step would be selecting a WMS that aligns with the business's specific needs, such as order volume, types of goods, and operational complexity. Implementation would involve integrating the WMS with existing systems like ERP, enterprise resource planning, and training staff to use the system effectively. A phased rollout, starting with a pilot in one section of the warehouse, can help identify any issues and allow for adjustments before full-scale implementation. If you want to know more about warehouse management system, do watch this video, link in description. Question 3. Can you explain the concept of cross-docking and when it is most beneficial in warehouse operations? Cross-docking is a warehouse management practice where goods are directly transferred from inbound trucks to outbound trucks with minimal or no storage time in between. This practice is most beneficial in situations where products have a high turnover rate, such as in the fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG, industry or perishable goods like food and pharmaceuticals. Cross-docking reduces the need for large storage spaces, minimizes handling costs, and improves delivery speed. It's particularly useful when you want to streamline the supply chain and deliver products faster to end customers. Question 4. What is slotting optimization in a warehouse, and how would you implement it? Slotting optimization refers to the strategic placement of products within the warehouse to minimize travel time, improve picking efficiency, and maximize space utilization. To implement slotting optimization, one would first analyze the picking patterns and demand frequency of each SKU, stock keeping unit, using ABC classification. High-demand items, A-class items, would be placed closer to the picking and packing stations, while low-demand items, C-class items, would be placed further away. Additionally, items often sold together should be placed in proximity to reduce picking time. One would continuously monitor picking data and reslot items as demand trends change to ensure ongoing optimization. Question 5. How would you calculate and manage warehouse labor productivity, and what metrics would you use to track it? Warehouse labor productivity is a critical factor in operational efficiency and cost management. To calculate productivity, one would use the following metrics. Units per hour, UPH measures the number of units picked, packed, or shipped per labor hour. It helps in assessing the efficiency of individual workers or teams. Order cycle time, the time it takes from receiving an order to shipping it. Shorter cycle times indicate higher productivity. Labor cost per unit shipped, this calculates the cost of labor for each unit handled in the warehouse. Lowering this metric improves overall profitability. Strategy for managing productivity. Workforce scheduling, ensuring the right number of staff is available based on demand peaks and troughs. Incentive programs, implementing performance-based incentives to encourage workers to improve efficiency. Training and cross-training. Regularly training employees in different tasks ensures flexibility and reduces downtime during bottlenecks. Technology integration. Using WMS, pick-to-light systems, or voice-directed picking can reduce errors and streamline tasks, improving labor productivity. By continuously monitoring these metrics, warehouse managers can identify areas for improvement and adjust strategies accordingly. That wraps up our top warehouse manager interview questions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more logistics and supply chain management videos.